All right, you know what time it is. It's time for the Power Hour. I'm your host, DJ Larry Jones, aka Mr. Important. If you don't know me, then you don't know anybody. And I and I have the very, very funny comedian, A Train, aka the Iron Horse. What's going on?
What's going on, my man? What's
Hey,
going on? Happy New Year to you, brother.
Happy New Year, man. How'd you bring it in?
Oh man, with some rest.
Really?
I did, man. I did. Most like for the last few months, I think probably like in the course of that last quarter,
Right.
I've only been home maybe like a few days,
Right.
So I got a chance to have a break during that time. I was just coming off the cruise ships from performing, and so I got a chance to get some rest, man,
Right.
to
Right.
ramp up for this new schedule that I'm in the middle of now.
Right. Yeah, you're a busy man, man. You're out there in a cruise. Now, when you're out there, number one, that's my dream job. I've always wanted to work on a cruise. Just do my thing on a
Mhm.
cruise. Now, when you're out there, how long are you gone?
Well, I mean, first of all, let me just say this: in 12 months, um, I literally touched 22 countries, man.
Wow.
So that's how much I'm running. You know what I mean? Um, so I'm sorry, what you say about?
How long?
In
When you?
some of those countries, more than one, man. I mean, more than one. So I just want to throw that out there, just let people know it's like, man, like I'm really running. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I came home on the 28th from a cruise line that I had been going on at that particular time, it had been a few weeks straight, and when I came home, man, I don't know. I turned into my granddaddy. Every time I sat down, I was asleep. Like every time I sat down, I was asleep, man.
Yeah. Like, hand me that remote control. As soon as they hand it to you.
Right. Exactly. So,
Yeah.
so
Now,
yeah, man.
now, where's home? You originally from Brooklyn, right? I think I read that
No,
somewhere.
man,
Where
I'm
you
born
from?
and raised Jacksonville, Florida, man.
Jacksonville. So that's
Right
why
here,
you're the
Duval, baby.
Jaguars.
Huh?
I got you. Jaguars, right? Okay.
Yes, sir. Jaguar. Shout out to Trevor Lawrence, man, and that whole squad. Them boys never. It's like they kept their head in the game the whole time, man. It
Yeah,
was just
yeah.
we made history, but the NFL said it was the third best comeback, in all of football. But it's like it was just an amazing thing because we were 27. It was 27-0 in the first half, bro.
Right, right, right.
You know
See,
what I mean? So yeah,
here's the
I'm.
thing. Here's the thing with me. I used to be a heavy, heavy sports fanatic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's why I don't watch it anymore. I got too involved in it. I believe it was who was playing. This was, I believe it was Duke and UNLV at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I was going for UNLV, and they lost. So I got so frustrated that I took a baseball bat and hit the TV.
Oh
And I
my
and
God.
I said, you know what? I'm done. I'm not watching any
Yeah,
more
yeah.
sports. I get
Yeah, you
too
need
involved.
counseling. Yeah,
Yeah,
you need counseling. Yeah, 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 yeah. No more sports for you. You you,
yeah.
you can't even pass by a sports billboard. You like
I'm telling you, I can't
yeah.
even eat in a sports bar. You know what I mean? I can't do.
Don't even bring you wings.
I'm telling
We
you.
don't want no triggers. Yeah, yeah. But I gotta tell you though, I'm really not like a major sports fan at all. Truth be told, I think that was the first Jaguar game I watched the whole
Really,
season. So,
really.
but I'm
Now,
gonna tell you, the
uh-huh.
weird part about it is my wife. She's the sports fanatic.
Really.
Yes, like baby is the one. She'll be like, "Hey, you want to go watch the game? It's the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?" I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
"Oh,
yeah.
okay. They gonna have wings?" She's like, "Yeah, they got lemon pepper wings. Let's go
Yeah.
here to the sports bar and watch the. She is, but her household, they were like diehard Laker fans.
Wow.
If listen to me, man, if the Lakers were playing and you walked in front of that TV, my
It's over.
mother-in-law, brother, listen.
Now, my wife is from New Orleans, so she's diehard Saints all the way.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Who
yeah.
that? Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
who that said they're gonna beat them Saints, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now let me ask you this: I went to school with Rudy Rush, comedian Rudy Rush, right?
Yeah. Shout out to
We
Bruce Rush, man.
big shout out to Rudy Rush. Now
Yeah.
we was in the same class and everything like that, and I can remember us sitting at the table at the desk, and we were just talking, a whole bunch of us, and one of the guys said, "Well, I'm gonna be a rapper when I grow up." You know what I mean? I didn't know what the heck I was gonna be when I, just.
Right.
And Rudy said, "Well, you know what? I'm gonna be a comedian." And we was like, "Whatever. You're not even funny. Whatever." But he pulled it off. When did you
He
know?
pulled it out. He
Yeah,
definitely pulled
he
it out.
did. That's my boy right there. When did you know that this is something you wanted to do?
Oh man, about 10 years ago, and that's a very good question because I've been married 24 years as of last November, but my wife and we've been together for 25 years, and 25 years ago, we were just hanging out, probably not even within the first 3 months of just hanging out, talking or whatever. She said to me, she said, "Have you ever thought about doing stand up?" She said, "You need to be doing stand up comedy." And I was like, "I ain't doing no stand up comedy. Are you crazy?" You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing that. And she told me then, and take you a step further. When I was about between 7 and 8 years old, my brother, who's 8 years older than me, he used to bring his friends into the house from around the neighborhood. Like he'd go gather up his friends, his homeboys. He's like, "Hey man, y'all come and watch my little brother. He funny." And he would take me and stand me up on the coffee table in our living room. And all of his friends from the neighborhood, you got, because we grew up in the hood, you know what I'm saying? So you had all the kids in the complex, you know what I'm saying? They'd be standing in the living room, and I just tell my little jokes, and I'd be ragging on different people in the living room. And he would do this maybe once or twice a week, man. And he'd give me a quarter, shove my head, and then I'd go to the corner store and play a video game. And even after all of that, it's still I didn't get it. Right. And even when my wife said about me doing it, I still shunned it. Mm-hmm. Pushed it off until about 10 years after she told me that. And then some kind of way I just started gravitating toward it. And what happened was she signed me up in a comedy competition without me knowing.
Wow.
And she said, "You gonna do it." I was like, "You did what?" She said, "I signed you up in this comedy showcase that they're having. You gonna do it." And I was like, "Do what?" She said, "You gonna do stand-up comedy." I say, "You gotta have jokes to do stand-up." I said, "I got no jokes." She said, "Are you kidding me?" She said, "Have you met your family?"
There's your content, right?
She literally told me, "Have you met your family?" She said, "Them same stories that you share with everybody when they come over to, our little gathering at the house, you know what I'm saying? Or, little dinner after Sunday church or something." And she's like, "The same stories that you have people crying, laughing, rolling on the floor about at the house." She said, "We're going to turn those into bits and you're going to do a set." And sure enough, man, we, sat down, formulated that thing. And the whole time, bro, that I was on stage participating in this comedy competition, I'm saying to myself in my head while performing, "This is stupid. This is dumb. What are they laughing at? This ain't funny." Like, I never let her talk me into doing nothing like this ever again. So I'm just doing it just to shut her up and say, "I did it, leave me alone."
Right.
At the end of my set, I didn't even know what a standing ovation was, but people standing up clapping, man. And I just put the microphone down and ran off stage because I'm like, it's over. I'm done with it. And I never do anything that stupid ever again. Come to find out, they did an audience participation. I was in this competition with other comedians who were bona fide comics in the city, and some of them had went to, I didn't even know this existed at the time, comedy school at the local comedy club. They hadn't took classes, and I was just this dude right off the street, and I won.
Wow.
So the prize for that was 2 weeks later, you get to open up at this show that they were having in the big theater downtown in Jacksonville. And it wasn't until I was performing, opening up at that show, and it was a theater, sold out theater show. And at the end of my set, I got this standing ovation in this theater. And I was like, okay, I like this. You know what I'm saying? I like this. And literally, my hand to God, from that moment, it never ceased. I was like, getting booked, getting requests, getting calls. And a year and a half later, I was on the road with DL.
Wow. That's a hell of a story. Shout out to the missus, man. Shout out to the missus.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the missus. And if it's always important to have people in your corner, man, who not only support you, but they support what they see in you and where they believe you're going, even before you make that turn. You know what I mean? So yeah, so I really appreciate her for that. And to this day, she's right by my side. She's my manager. I call her my wife-inger. You know what I mean?
Nice.
We in this thing together. People tell you, when you see me, you're gonna see her.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, if you wasn't doing comedy, what would you be? What would you think you'd be doing?
Somewhere miserable. But before I was doing comedy, I was a corporate trainer.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I was a corporate trainer. Doing like new hire facilitation and consulting for a lot of Fortune 500 companies, man. And so I was just on the road with that. So I'd probably still be facilitating.
Okay.
Because I love that with a passion.
Really?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Nice. Now you got some dates coming up, or what you got coming up for people?
I do, man. Matter of fact, on the 19th of January, I'll be on the Margaritaville at Sea cruise line. From the 19th through the 27th. And then February 17th, I'll be in Orlando hosting the Drew Hill, Silk, and it's going to be Drew Hill, Silk, Bobby Valentino, Jacquees, and what's my man name? They just added. So I'll be hosting that concert in Orlando at the Addison Arena. On the UCF campus. And then also February 27th. January 27th. I'll be in Greensboro. That's my wife giving me my dates.
There she is.
What is he looking up to? January 27th. How could I forget this? I thought it was afterwards. That's what my brain is. January 27th, I'll be in Greensboro, North Carolina, hosting the Frankie Beverly and Maze concert. That'll be Frankie Beverly and Maze, the Isley Brothers, Life Jennings, Changing Faces.
That's going to be a big one. Actually, I didn't know you were hosting that one because I'm actually going to be there.
You're going to be there? Yeah.
I'll be.
Yeah. Well, you got to. So are you just like you participating on the show, or what are you?
No, it's my wife's birthday, so she's going to know when she sees this, but I'm taking her there. So I got tickets 5th row from the front.
Oh man, okay.
So
you already got your ticket. You done robbed me of showing you love.
Well, hey, listen, I would love to. I know she's gonna say, you come here and you're gonna go to work, but I would love to get some footage of it.
Yeah,
I would love to get some behind the scenes footage, man. We should set that up. Get some behind the scenes footage of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll we'll connect. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely. That'll be pretty dope. Yeah, I didn't know you was on that ticket.
Yeah, man, I love doing dates with Frankie. Matter of fact, we just did a few months ago. We were in Savannah. It was me, Frankie Beverly, and Genuine, Shirley Murdoch, and Sunshine Anderson.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, man, it was a great time too. So yeah. We're just out here gigging, man. Working, you know what I mean? Yeah,
that's what it's about, man. That's what it's about, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm definitely proud of you, man. Like I said, I've been a fan of yours for the longest.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, man. So yeah, so let's try to link. And I know you're gonna be working, doing your thing, on stage with Frankie Beverly and them. But you see me, I'll probably do a little hand signal, like scratch my head and hey, look over here, it's me.
Definitely hit me up, man, and remind me, please, because my brain, I just run from week to week or show to show. And but I don't want to forget to link up with you and at that show for this month. So
okay, definitely, man. So what I'll do is I'll get with you. I'll get with you somehow.
Absolutely, man.
Hey, listen, man, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. Hey, this is home for you. Anytime you want to come on and just chat.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the love. Thank you for inviting me, man. Yeah.
Definitely, man. And we'll see you soon, brother. All right,
much continued success to you on this new year too, my brother.
Thank you, bro.
Yes, sir.